Opening odds, minus 240 for the Sugar Show, plus 195 comeback for Marlon Chito Vera. But the reality is, AJ, those were opening odds, and we need to talk about some live odds. Minus 290, the Sugar Show has swolled to. Plus 235 comeback from Marlon Vera. And a lot of people were asking, why is this matchup happening? Some people are saying handpicked by the Sugar Show. Other people are saying, well, it only made sense narrative-wise. Let's talk about the narrative before we jump into the numbers. Was this really the only fight that made sense for Sean O'Malley? This is the only loss on his record. He's got to get it back now that he's the champ, right?
I mean, yeah, there is that thought, Derek. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to see I'm excited to see this fight, excited to see the one quote unquote loss end up getting, revamped, reestablished, if you will, for now going to the side of Sugar Show. But man, to say there's nobody else to fight in this division is kind of wild, man. You got a whole plethora of who's who. I mean, we got Marab just waiting in the rings. There's a lot of fighters that have been seeing this come up. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited for this one, but I do think this might have been handpicked by the Sugar Show.
All right, well, if it's going to be handpicked, it's got to be for a reason. We know one thing, Marlon Vera, notoriously slow starter right here. So I wanted to actually take a peek at a couple of the numbers right here. You know we love a good big screen, AJ, so let's go ahead and bring it up. New way of looking at it. Oh, damn, it's not even going to show it. All right, we're taking the big screen off because it's too far at the bottom. It's not going to show it. But the over and under 4.5 rounds right here, minus 155 for the over. So people think that this is going to go to a decision, plus 125 for the under. So the odds makers are looking at this saying, all right, well, what do we know about Chito Vera? Super durable, right? Super duper durable. The question is, are we going to see a Sean O'Malley, Chris Moutinho type beatdown right here? Or is Chito Vera going to say, hey, I saw how tired you got against Jan in a 3-round fight. I'm going to drag you to them deep waters, and I'm going to show you what it's like to fight rounds 4 and 5. What do you think?
I think it's going to be the latter, Derek. I don't know if Sean O'Malley is going to be able to tee off like we saw him in that fight you were saying, because, man, Vera, he's very durable, but he's also very smart when he goes into these fights, man. He's looking for ways. He's able to cut you off, walk you down, and beat you up, and I expect him first strike out of the gate, spamming that leg kick, really make Sean O'Malley start thinking about it, and then that's what makes it interesting. If Sean O'Malley doesn't have the movement that he normally does, that flow we like to see him in, that's what makes this one really fun, because Chito Vera can really start to be that snowball effect, and once he starts going downhill.
One thing that I was looking at here, and I didn't know if I was crazy, because you don't want to let the narrative overcome everything. As we've gotten closer and closer to UFC 299, even though the odds have shifted further in favor of Sean O'Malley, the people's consensus has shifted higher on Chito Vera. Let's not forget, if you're an actual MMA fan and you follow what's happening, there's been a little bit of stuff that you got to keep up with. For an example, right here, Chito Vera, when he lost to Corey Sandhagen, he pretty much got dominated by the Sandman. It was just a different kind of stratosphere. And given that he had come off the Dominic Cruz head kick loss, a fight that he was losing prior to getting that finish, it really kind of soured the taste in our mouths right there. Let's not forget, Rob Font, same type of situation. You're kind of losing the rounds, but you're getting the big knockdown at the end of the fights. Frankie Edgar kicked his face off, Davey Grant, so on and so forth. Jose Aldo, the takedown situation. The point is, we haven't looked at Marlon Vera as like, you're ready for the title here, but now that we know that he has the victory, people have been elevating it. So, plus 750. I said all of that to go back to plus 750 decision prop for Marlon Vera. Am I a crazy man, or is there a touch of actual legitimate value right there? Again, deep waters. We know someone's tested for it. We don't know if Sean O'Malley is. What do you think?
Yeah, no, Derek, I actually see a lot of value if you're a Marlon Vera better going into that plus 750 decision because of what you're saying, man. He's a dog, and we saw how Sean O'Malley, once the tide gets turned, once he's not the one leading the dance, he starts to drain, man. I don't know if it's a mental thing or a physical thing because he's trying to put a little extra effort into there, but when that starts to happen, when he's becoming the nail, he really starts to slow down that pace, and that's where Vera can really dig in mentally and start to really work those combos and get this going, like you said, to those bloody waters, man.
Are you banking on Cheeto downloading, and finding the perfect shot? Or are you banking on something different, man? Because if we know Cheeto's approach, not a high-level takedown artist in terms of that's not his go-to, right? He'll walk you down, he'll stay in front of your face, or if O'Malley could keep his foot on the gas, he'll be perfectly fine shelling up into that high guard. Reason that I ask is because I feel like the play here, if you're an O'Malley bettor, I'm thinking decision has to be the play. I'm not really seeing any other path to victory. Don't see you knocking him out. Don't see you submitting him. So plus 100 is pretty juicy, but it makes me think, do you go with the minus cash in the money line, or do you go with the plus 100 given that durability of Vera?
I go with the decision, Derek. I mean, I see where you're playing at the minus 240 money line odds just because he has multiple ways. Sean O'Malley has multiple ways of winning this fight, but I like that plus 100 decision just for how both of them are going to have to fight. If Sean O'Malley comes out guns blazing at the front and Marlon Vera kicks his leg out, you know he's going to be thinking about that going in, calming it down. So I see a slower fight right here.
Yeah. A lot of people think that even though we're really hyped up, and listen, we're here to make money. Entertainment is just a plus. A lot of people consensus that this is probably going to be a really boring main event, a point match, and we're going to see a decision. So listen, AJ, I'm betting Sean O'Malley on this one. All love to Cheeto Vera. You know, I rock the merch. I do the whole 9. I almost broke it out today, but I was like, no, I can't be biased. Here's the point. I really think ton of value, plus 100 decision prop for Sean O'Malley. Run it. Maybe couple that together with a parlay with something else or whatever the case may be. But that's the play right there. Any other take on this one, AJ?
No, I'm rocking with you on that one, man. That plus money, a decision looks really, really nice.
And then who knows, man? We get the win. Is it going to be a trilogy match? I mean, someone's got to finish. If he doesn't finish him, we'll see. That's neither here nor there. But, and still, that's the pick. All right.